Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shawn Pourgol. I'm an osteopathic manual practitioner, and today I want to show you two simple tests that you can do at home to decide and to find out if you are indeed a positive person. You might be asking why an osteopathic teacher, a teacher of osteopathy, is speaking to you about positivity. Well, we are different. As you know, I founded 3 schools of osteopathy, which are the largest provider of manual osteopathic education now in the world, with alumni in 72 countries, one here in Canada, National Academy of Osteopathy Canada, another in Madrid, Spain, National University of Medical Sciences, Spain, and one in Naples, Florida, National University of Medical Sciences, USA, which is the first and only school of osteopathic manual practice in the United States. We have become the largest provider of manual osteopathic education because I teach them over 200 business lectures. I teach them everything I know about business, and a lot of them includes lectures on positivity. Positivity have a lot of benefits for manual osteopaths and other health practitioners and for everybody in general, basically. While our main focus is to graduate successful manual osteopaths and skilled manual osteopaths, I also want them to be healthy, to become successful emotionally in other ways than finances. I want to improve their brain power so they can enjoy a better life. We are different. As far as I know, there is no other school of health sciences, medicine, or any other health profession that teaches this kind of lectures to their students. I want my students to be the best, both as a human being and as a skilled manual osteopath. So that is why we teach them a lot about I teach them about tax planning, asset protection, investment, to marketing, advertising, public speaking, positivity, brain improvement, increasing memory, and so many topics to make sure they become a better human being by the time they graduate from our schools. In other lectures, I explained how negativity can shorten your life, can bring a lot of chronic disorders to you by affecting your DNA and sympathetic nervous system, also causing chronic inflammation that brings tons of problems for you. And yesterday I also did another video for you on how you can, your own positivity as a health professional, as a manual osteopath, can help your patients recover faster. And this is my 3rd video indoors. I am in quarantine. Today is day 9. Soon it will be finished. I'm having fun in quarantine. It's fun because I started running. I never run before. Now I run for 1 hour a day, and I set up a new goal for myself to do it 10 kilometers run after the quarantine is finished. I'm enjoying it immensely. Today, I want to speak with you about a simple test that I show to my students to do. As I said, you have to become positive if you want to become rich and successful. In many, many ways, it helps you tremendously. All my life is surrounded by positive people. I work my relationships with any friends who are negative. In another video, I spoke to you why you have to ghost some friends if you want to become rich, wealthy, and successful. And my life is happy. It doesn't mean that I don't go through hard times. There are a lot of hard times I go that people don't see. I get, for example, we don't send a form in time to IRS. Suddenly we get a notice for $100,000 fine. which, they didn't receive the form in time. A lot of stressful things happen, but you can never, ever have a stress-free life. That does not exist no matter how much money you make. Stress is part of day-to-day activities of life, but how you deal with that separates you from others. The rich and wealthy and successful people know how to deal with it. We look at stress as a problem, as a challenge to overcome. We never look at it as something personal, something that should keep you down. Yes, sometimes you get upset, you get angry, but you get over it and work toward fixing the problem. This is what the wealthy do. They are problem solvers. Whoever fixes problems, whoever can solve problems, they're in high demands no matter what field they get into. As I said, I surround myself by positivity. I don't wear watches at home, but I wear this to show you. I bought this in Venice, Italy last year. I love it. It's not an expensive watch. I think it was €50.75, but it says think positive, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if you can focus. Yes, I love this watch. It's I wear it often, and it just a reminder. You have to always reinforce yourself and remind yourself to be positive. So what are these two tests that I want to show to you that you can do at home to find out if you are indeed a positive person? By the way, there are tests psychologists use, and you can find this online. Google positivity test or something like that. Excuse me. And you get a number of questionnaires that you can fill up, and that gives you idea if you are positive or not, if you're a positive person or not, if you're optimist or not. But I find that those self questionnaires kind of misleading sometimes, because people usually tend to overestimate how positive they are when they are not in reality that positive. So the way they mark their questions, they might be different from reality. So while you should do that, and that gives you some idea about your state of mind in regards to positivity and negativity. But what I will show you is very simple and is very effective and can show it to you right away. And it also have another effect that I will explain to you after that you can use in many ways to improve yourself when you're dealing with patients, as well as personal relationships, business relationships, and other things. The tests are very simple, especially now that we are in the quarantine time. Excuse me, you cannot go out, so you are staying home, and most of your communication with your friends is through video chatting, phone, or text messaging, or email, and so on. This is something you can do at home. It requires a video camera. I did this when I was a student decades ago, over 3 decades ago. And at that time you had to have these big video cameras. But now you can use your cell phone. I don't have a cell phone, and I don't recommend anybody to have a cell phone, but that's another story. Cell phones are bad for your health, and they take the most valuable asset you have, not time, not money, your attention. Your attention is more important than time, more important than money. It is what makes you who you are, makes you become successful in business and life. It's a currency, and every time you look at your mobile phone, you lose some of that currencies. Mobile phone is a big no-no. But anyway, that's maybe I make another video one day about that. But take a video, leave it somewhere, and then call your friend, family member, whoever is close to you, not a business associate, not somebody that you speak formally to, somebody like your brother, sister, mom, best friend, somebody like that you talk honestly and in a relaxed way. Then talk for a long time to that person. After it's done, watch yourself. One time is two tests. One test is watch it with audio and video. Hear yourself how you speak and watch yourself how you speak. Next is watch yourself without audio. Mute the audio. Just watch the video. I promise you, a lot of you will be shocked. Do it and you will find out. Your face will reveal the truth about your positivity or negativity. Your face does not lie. Your face has been preconditioned from years of speaking in a certain way, and your facial muscles have made your face in a way that you as an adult can recognize if that person is a negative person, a sad person, an angry person, or is a happy person or a positive person. You can feel that and you know it yourself too. When you go outside, when you see a person, in a lot of times, right away you can decide if this person is depressed, if this person is angry, or if this person is happy. Of course, these are general. What I teach you, they are always general. There are always exceptions. Okay? Could be that person at that moment went through a very upsetting time. He's angry at that moment. So you cannot just in one time see a person and decide if that person is like that or not. But it's a general thing. If you see a person every day and every day you feel like he or she is angry, most likely that person is. And with you can see that yourself, how you are, how you speak. Do you speak with a happy tone or with a sad tone? How you speak, how much you laugh, what is your facial structures telling yourself about who you are, and that can give you some idea if you are a negative person or a positive person. Once you know that, you can change. I always teach my students, what gets measured gets managed. What gets measured gets managed. And that is very important for you to know. Once you know there is something, you can change it. But if you don't know, you cannot. This is something you can also use, this technique. I recommend to my students to do this technique before they set up their own clinic, before they start seeing patients. It is a very good idea for you to have a mock patient. Get your family member sit with you, take their history, and see how videotape yourself, see how you speak, what kind of facial movements you do, what kind of hand movement you do. Do you come as a sincere person, or you come as somebody who's not sincere? Are you waiting for that person just to finish so you can ask a question without you even thinking or pausing between questions to process what that person says? These are all little things that you can do to differentiate yourself from a great skilled clinician to an average one. Patients feel that. Patients can feel if you care or not, if you're a happy person or not. Your face does not lie. Unless you're an Oscar-winning actress or actor, you cannot control how you speak and how you act and how your posture is. These are all important. Most of your communication with people is not through words. No. That's wrong if you think what you say matters. Most of what you say is with your posture and with your feeling. That is what people remember from you. And if you want to make that first impression in your personal relationship, in business relationship, with your patients, with anybody else, you have to know how you speak. And a video camera comes handy. These are the things that can make you better and better. You cannot just sit down on your gluteus maximus on your buttock and expect to get better. You have to do some actions. I did that myself. All the successful people, they do it. They try every day to improve themselves. This is the quality of successful people. Every day they look at themselves as a student. They try to make themselves better than what they were yesterday. So do this, because positivity is very important. You live longer. You stay in your marriage longer. There's less chance of divorce. You become happier in life. You make more money. People like you more. You get more patients coming to you, and your patients recover faster from their disorders if you become positive. And you can become positive. It is possible. And additionally, by being negative, you shorten the telomere in your DNA. And it shows, they've done research, they can predict who in the next 3 years will die faster than others. And those are the people with the shorter telomeres. You produce more inflammatory cytokines that cause chronic inflammation, that can cause cancer, diabetes, heart conditions, Alzheimer's and brain diseases when you're negative. All this can be changed if you smile more, if you become happier, and if you become optimistic. In another video, I will show you a simple way that you can do to become more positive. It's very simple. It is easy, but you should do it. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family, to your country, to become more positive. I'm grateful to God. Thank you, God, for allowing me to become positive, to provide me with this beautiful world. You look at everywhere, there is beauty, there is love of God everywhere. If you look at it, if you open your eyes, if you become aware, if you look at the world through the eyes of a child, you see wonders and beauty and love everywhere. There are tons of reasons for you to be positive. Tons. The fact that you are watching this video right now, that you woke up and you are alive, that is the time for you to celebrate. That's a miracle. That's a miracle of God. Can you imagine billions of cells in your body right now? They work perfectly in harmony to make you alive and enough that you can see me now through this video on YouTube, and you can hear me. That alone is a miracle. What other miracles you want? This alone is a fact for you to celebrate and to be positive. Nothing else matters. Your health is there. You are alive. You have family and friends. And these are the things that you should make you positive. It's a beautiful world out there. Every negative thing will pass. This COVID-19 and coronavirus will pass. All this problem, you will go back to work. Life will get back to normal. It always does. With the Spanish flu, between 50 to 100 million people died. Just 60 years ago, H1N2 flu in 1954 or something like that killed over 1 million people globally. Over 1 million people, and yet we are here. And yet we are enjoying this beautiful world. The Black Death in Europe killed At that time, 17% of the population of the world. Can you imagine that? It comes to what? Something like 500 million people in today's population. And yet we are still here. God is with us. You just have to have faith. And you have to be positive. You enjoy your life better when you're positive. When you have no choice, then it's better to be positive. Your coronavirus, for example, is here. You have no choice with that. You can be negative and suffer every day and get stressed about how many people dying, how many people getting sick, that you can get sick and so on and so on. What will happen to you if you get sick and so on and so on. Or you can be positive. You still follow the basic hygiene. Don't touch your face, wash your hands, stay indoors, and so on. But you can just not to think about that negative things. It is there. You just think about positive things. How lucky you are that you still have a life. You still wake up, that you have food to eat, you have internet, and so on. These things all are source of your positivity. That's it for today. So please do this. Watch yourself on video and you'll be shocked and you will find so much about yourself. I did when first time I did about myself. I found that I do some very weird movements with my face and I changed that. You'll be shocked. You'll be surprised sometimes about yourself. And this is actually what the people see in you. You are presenting the world with that face. And that's what they think of you. And they won't tell you in your face, but they all have made determined who you are by how you talk and how your posture is, how you behave. So please do so. You will learn a lot. It's a good technique to help yourself, to change yourself, and to find if you're a positive person or not. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. I'm grateful, and I pray for you wherever you are to have a happy, healthy, wealthy day, and God be with you. God bless. Namaste.